From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined for the last time by my co-host, Cinderella.
Hi. It's very sad that I'm going to have to be going, but...
Yes, you'll have to give John his place back.
That's how these things work.
Yeah, Cinderella Tournament is almost over, but we have had a heck of a week, man. Just a little bit of a sickness floating around and all that.
I don't know if it's sickness as much as I've been... it's really strange. So I have been watching this under duress all week.
Yes.
And
it's been a problem.
It's still been fantastical, but the problem is, so my whole entire life, I have never had that thing called a cavity.
Yes.
And I also didn't go to the dentist.
Yes.
But my teeth are very white. And they're fine.
You have beautiful teeth.
Thank you. But they're rebelling on me. So about 5 days ago, I had a little toothache. I couldn't chew. I was like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
So kept going. Well, I got this headache on Sunday.
Yes.
It is 5 days after Sunday.
It is.
And I still have the same headache I've had every day. I actually, as of time of recording, I'll be going to the dentist in 8 hours.
Yes.
And I am...
Hopefully that resolves the headache.
I'm not looking forward to it.
I don't think anyone really does.
So when you become a pro wrestler... and you're a boy, they hand you a can of Skull. And they say, look, this is what we do in the back. Mm-hmm. You know?
Right.
Or maybe I went to the wrong locker room. It could have been worse. I could have been in Dallas.
They're like, it's time for you to start dipping.
Yeah. It was a lot of dip. So it made me not want to go to the dentist.
Right.
You ever do something wrong, you don't want to, like...
You didn't want the lecture, right?
It's like going to a restaurant, eating all you can. That's not when you go try dresses on.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, there's certain things you don't do at certain times because you don't want the judgment, right?
Yeah, I don't want to judge myself. Anyway, it's all I can do to talk. It hurts. It's all this. But the one thing that makes it better is Joshi. And some of the wonderful things we've seen during the Cinderella Tournament.
This tournament has been so good, and like everyone is just giving it their all, and this quarterfinal show is no different. But I mean,
it's been really great.
This weekend's gonna be crazy,
and everything else has been really good too. You know, Resident Evil Requiem is, if I could even say it right, easy for me to say.
You got a toothache, it's fine. Resident Evil Requiem. Yes. I've watched a little bit of it.
Gave you enough to get a jump scare.
With you, oh my god, you played for like 10 minutes and that freaking zombie just jumped out of nowhere. I almost died. I'm not a big horror person or like I don't play horror games or anything.
No, you're not horror.
I'm not used to the jump scares, but it's a cool game. I can appreciate it for what it is.
It's a great game.
The combat is insane.
Yes, it's incredible. It made it to our show about Joshi.
Yeah.
And it's got its roots with Japanese, so...
Yeah, it's everything I can do not to get Pokemon Pokopia, because it's so cute.
It looks really cool.
I want it so bad. No, everyone says it's great.
It looks great. It really does. So, anyway. We
have some fun stuff coming up.
There really is. So there's some really fun stuff coming up, because what I was going to say is, you know, AEW's been off the chain, and we try not to talk about Western things.
Right, not overabundance.
Not an overabundance.
But there's some crossover with Joshi,
There's just so much crossover in both. Like, in the E and the dub.
Yeah, in CMLL and everywhere.
Yes.
Like, the Joshi is just spreading.
Yeah, I think CMLL is okay to talk. It's absolutely okay to talk about. But it really, you know, AEW has this really cool deal with the CMLL and Stardom and New Japan. It's there.
It's amazing.
It is.
But this weekend, of course, is AEW Revolution on March 15th, same day as the Cinderella Tournament Finals, of course.
Damn them all.
But
that AEW Revolution is going to be 17 hours.
Yeah, both pay-per-views are probably going to be like 5+ hours, I imagine.
It's not size that I'm doing. I love it. Yes. I love it so much.
We're not used to doing them back-to-back,
Why couldn't it be Saturday?
So we got Cinderella like Saturday night. It's like in the middle of the night for us going into Sunday, and then we're just gonna have to like sleep until Revolution, I think. Like that's the play. But like half of the women in the women's matches at Revolution have had Japanese tours. Like there's so much Japanese influence going on in AEW that's so much fun. But there are 3 women's matches on Revolution, including a 0-hour match for the TBS title between Willow Nightingale and Lena Cross.
Love to see Lena Cross there.
Me too. And then for the tag team titles, Willow and Harley are defending against Lena Cross and Megan Bayne, who are an epic team, just of epic proportions.
It is weird to have Willow and Lena both doing like...
It is, but I imagine there's going to be some sort of setup on 0 Hour that kind of incapacitates Willow maybe a little bit, like she retains the TBS.
Possibly. They're totally losing these titles.
Oh, they're losing the tag titles to those big old tall girls. Jesus Christ.
There was a lot of Freudian slips in what you just said, and I'm not going to point them. I'm not going to point them all out.
Whew, I have to be careful with when it comes to women like that. I'm sorry, some things just get me, okay? I am only a human being, right? So Lena and Megan look great together.
Yes, they look amazing.
They're a force.
They are a force to be reckoned with, and I reckon they were going to win this.
I do too. And of course, for the Women's World Championship, Tekla, the champion, will be defending against Chris Statlander in a 2 out of 3 falls match. So, pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I imagine that's going to be really good. I don't know that Tekla loses it so soon back to Chris, but you never know.
you don't ever know. I don't think she does. I think that we have something better happen.
I imagine Mercedes might show back up. Did you see she was doing that free women's seminar in Italy for the women's wrestlers? She's so cool. Mercedes
really is.
Just running around the world, helping people out.
Yeah, no, I didn't see the seminar, but that's really cool. There's also some bad news.
Oh, I know. We learned this week that there's a very iconic wrestling venue in Japan closing its doors later this year. Shinjuku Face will be closing permanently on September 30th. Pretty crazy. It's a stop that a lot of Japanese promotions make. It's iconic in the Japanese wrestling world. So it's really sad to see something like that go. It
is. There's been a lot of great stuff there. I mean, I think Starlight's anniversary deal was there.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
We've seen so many matches in Shinjuku Face, and it's going to be sad to see it go. I know that these things happen, but I hope they give it a good send-off at least. Like some really fun events and stuff
I
in
hope
there.
They do a deathmatch tournament there and burn it down.
The main event is just setting fire to Shinjuku
How
Face.
cool would that be? Like, what a way to go, right?
We need to call Despy immediately.
Like exploding building match?
Yeah. Exploding building. I think that might be a little dangerous, but
but
we could at least explode the ring that's always in there, right?
I mean, you really explode the ring.
Yeah, like really, like just blow it up, all the seats go.
Give the fans in Japan, they would dig it.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you make an escape room type thing. They get
you have to get out before the timer expires.
They give you 5 minutes to figure out your way out.
Oh my god. Talk about stress. They'd all figure it out though.
I bet you they would sign releases.
Yeah, I think some people would. Yeah, like final match, you have to get out before the timer expires or you're in there with the exploding ring.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. You get like a limited shirt.
It'd be never forgotten, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people would remember that forever. I imagine they probably want to use the building for something else, maybe. I don't know that they're demolishing it, but...
Oh, well. They're no fun, are they?
No fun at all, but...
You know what was fun?
What?
The damn Cinderella.
Jesus Christ, the Cinderella. Yes, we had the Cinderella Tournament quarterfinals on the 11th of March, also in Korakuen Hall, just like the second round, and it was a banger of a show, boys. It was so good.
I thought so, and I thought even the multi-mans were a lot of fun.
Yeah, they really had a lot of energy in this one, and like everyone showed up to play. We even kicked it off with a little bit of fun. I didn't write it down for some reason, but El Desperado was here, and he seemingly, Maki Ito came out with him, and seemingly they were trying to do some kind of deal to get El Desperado in Stardom.
Makes sense.
She had a track jacket for him.
Tracks.
And everything. But Starlight Kid was opposed to this idea. She's like, no, this is a Joshi promotion. You can't.
That's exactly what Despy needs to be there.
I know, he's adorable and very Joshi coded, isn't he?
He is.
But this all ended up in El Desperado presenting both Starlight Kid and Maki Ito invitations to his Deathmatch Las Vegas show for WrestleMania week.
Isn't it like Vegas Death or something? Death in Vegas?
Yes. It's very, very deathmatch oriented, which scares me a little bit. I know Maki Ito has been in that world with GCW. Like, she knows it well. You know, Maki Death Kill. Yes, exactly. So I'm not worried about her as much. Starlight Kid doesn't have the best track record when it comes to deathmatch shows. She did get injured last time she was in one.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Let her take the card tonight. She's going to be okay.
That just gives us even more incentive to watch the show. Like, we were going to watch it anyway, but now there's Joshi. So we definitely can't miss it.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, too. It'll be fun to see what Starlight comes up with for this one. So.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Maki, I don't even have to worry about. I know she's going to be crazy. So
of course, and we're really pulling up on WrestleMania week, which is going to be insane as always.
Yes.
But before we get there, we have to close out this Cinderella tournament, and these quarterfinals kicked off with a big old, was it 12 men? Yes, 12-man match. Tabata, India Sux, Xena, Micah, Mei Seira, and Starlight Kid, so like Team Mexico a little bit there.
It was.
Versus Ane Kanaya, Kikyo Furusawa, Fua-chan, Yuna Mizumori, Sariano, and Hazuki. This match was so much fun. Just from the jump of Ane, Kikyo, and Fua-chan coming out together, they're like such a cute little trio of rookies.
They are.
They looked amazing together.
They did, and I love the nod to all of them being that way, and it's really cool. And I also love the nod to having basically Team CMLL, recent with, actually having Tabata and India in there, and you have the girls that just returned with, Mei Seira, Micah, and Starlight Kid, and we threw Xena in there. Yeah,
and Xena gets to come too.
Yeah.
it's a really fun team. I loved both of these teams. Even the Fua-chan Sariano stuff is just so hilarious. Like, she was mad at her last time they're in the ring, but now they're teaming up, and she just could not, like, she would not stay away from her. She was, like, linking arms and stuff the whole time.
Fua-chan has really shown some stuff recently, and when I say that, I mean, I already felt like she was well beyond her, we've talked about that.
Yes.
But there's something not wired correctly.
She's so interesting.
The more comfortable she becomes, the crazier she becomes.
The more her crazy shows.
It's just, if you just watch her, it's so funny. Like, I would go back and be like, just watch her eyes. And it's just so funny because she's just like... she's
nonstop. Like, at the beginning of this, when the other team was coming out, she's just moving constantly. She's talking the whole time. She does not sit still to save her life.
Sariano comes out like the aunt that has to babysit.
She did have that look on her face. She's like... Why am I here with these children?
Yes.
But she had Yuna and Hazuki to help her.
Yes.
Although I feel like Hazuki's the aunt that, like, helps the kids get into trouble more than, like, keeps them out of it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But this match was super fun, super high energy. It was go, go, go. There's 12 girls in there that all want to show their stuff. Mei Seira is the one who won this match for her team. She got launched by her teammates into a crossbody on Ane Kanaya to get the pin.
It was very cool, man. Micah did the...
Yes, Micah has brought back a few things with her from CMLL. You can tell she's got a little influence going on.
Now, I like seeing Micah having fun, though. It was just, she seemed a little different, honestly.
She did. She seemed like refreshed, right?
Yeah,
like she's ready to get back into it. So that was a really cool way to kick off the night. It really set the tone, I thought. Then we had a 6-man match where Momo Kogo, Bea Priestley, and Saya Ida took on Akira Kuragane, Rina Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki. So the girls made a big deal about Suzu being back. They're like, here she is. She's back with us. So we had a little Ma Vida Loca show-off fest in this one. Suzu Suzuki hitting the tequila shot on Momo Kogo to win it for Ma Vida Loca. And then in the next match, we saw Rana Yagami, Tomoka Inaba, Lady C, Ami Sori, and Saki Kashima versus Fukigen Death, Azusa Inaba, Ruaka, Natsuka Tora, and Konami. So, God's Eye versus Hate in a 10-man match. And this went, there was some hate shenanigans, as there always are, a lot of chair throwing and whatnot, but it was God's Eye that came out on top. Rana Yagami pinning Fukigen Death with her new move that we now know is the Beat Buster.
The Beat Buster!
Although we're convinced it's a snowplow.
It looks a lot like a snowplow.
Hidden as a Beat Buster. It's so cool, though. Bring the snowplow back, please.
Yeah, it looks a lot like a snowplow, except for the beginning of the setup.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same, slam setup.
But it's the snowplow bump.
Yeah, on the side.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. So Rana using that to get the win here was really awesome. It's just cool to see her finally coming into her own during this tournament.
Yeah, dude. Love it.
Then we got right into our tournament matches, starting off with Maki Ito versus Hanan. So, I don't know what it is. Hanan with her selling is just so crazy. Every match, we just see her cry. It's great.
I love the more seriousness of Maki Ito in this match, especially at the end, toward the ending sequence. She had a serious look on her face. She had a serious look after the match was over.
Yes, she did.
I enjoyed the difference. It was interesting.
Yeah, Maki definitely took this tournament really seriously. You could tell she really wanted to get some results. She did seem disappointed after the match was over. Hanan did beat her with 17, which, it's a roll-up. It's hard to get out of those.
Yes.
So Maki Ito, she did her best. She put a few Ito Deluxes on Hanan and everything, but Hanan is just too strong. She's one of the top competitors, so it's hard to beat her in this singles competition.
Yeah, and it's the one time you can really see the difference of the levels, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Maki Ito keeps up because she has her own style. She has her own thing, her own flair. But when you're in a tournament situation and it's really, these are the most elite pro wrestlers on the planet, I was able to see a bit of the Hanan slowing down to
a little of the discrepancy there.
Yeah, a little of the discrepancy on some of the things.
That's how you learn, right?
But it was great. It was great.
It was.
It's still yet. And, nobody can do Maki Ito better than Maki Ito.
No, and even backstage, she just launched into this. She was back there with Kikyo. She's crying. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I ordered 1,000 Ito Respect Army t-shirts of slightly better quality, and now I'm not going to be able to pay for them. I don't even know how I'm going to pay for rent this year or this month, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And then she's like, I know. We'll hand sell all 1,000 shirts at Yokohama Budokan. She's so funny.
You know what? That would be amazing to buy one of those from her.
The slightly better quality Ito
I want
Respect
one of
Army
the
shirts.
1,000 run.
Yeah, where she brings them to Yokohama. She's so funny.
It'd be better if she hand numbered 1,000 of them.
It would be if they were signed or numbered on the inside or something. That would be crazy. Imagine how much those would end up being worth. But she's such a little businessman. She's like, wrestling's all about the merchandise sales, right? We could do this.
It is.
Kikyo's like, yep.
It is. If you learn how to sell pictures, and obviously those girls do, because we see the one man in the crowd that holds up, what was it, 5 or 6 different 8x10 signs of every girl that came out.
He's got them fanned out in front of him, and it's 6 different pictures.
You're like, look, it's a Momo Koga fan.
I was
then
like,
right
oh
next to
my
him, he's holding 6 of somebody else.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Good for that guy.
I love it. I love all that. Just the merchandise world. That's always been one of my favorite things about pro wrestling. Even when I was a kid and I would go to wrestling, I would be just in awe when I would walk up and just see all the merchandise. It's always been this thing for me. And I remember walking up and buying Michael Hayes's. Oh my God. I remember buying Michael Hayes's album. And
that's a great purchase.
Yeah.
You got to have that.
And just, it was so cool. And my first Bad USA shirt. And
did you buy it from the man himself?
I I wish I could say I did.
Aww.
But I did see him that night.
Right.
Because I waited out back because I was one of those fans.
Of course, yeah. You want to see him come out the back door on their way out.
And I was totally a kid being dropped off. Think about this.
Yeah.
I'm like 10. I don't know. I was a kid, but I was in there, bought that. Then I came around back, and that's the one thing that night. I've told it before, but like the Rock and Roll Express comes out, and they were just, and I could say this because I'm friends with Ricky, but they came out and they were kind of like, yeah, they just get in their car pretty quick.
Yeah.
All the baby faces come out. Michael Hayes comes out and took time.
Oh, of course.
To come over and high five and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm a Freebird for life.
Yeah, I mean, that's what does it, right? If you actually pay attention to your fans, they're going to remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Merchandise is so fun, especially when you get into like Joshi or Japanese wrestling. It's like more difficult to get the merch, but such good quality and everything.
Yeah, it really is, man.
Like, it's crazy.
Always, like when we buy the old merch,
yeah,
it still holds up.
Yeah,
like,
it definitely does.
Like this is a magazine from 1994, so the matches
pristine quality.
Pristine.
It's crazy. I actually have an like OG AEW Maki Ito shirt, the pink one that she released back then. I love it. It's one of my favorite Joshi shirts that I own.
Yeah, I love the fact that she came back around, kind of like. Yeah. And again, I love the fact that she's getting this chance in Stardom, and it seems like so many people, like you were reading on the last show.
Yeah.
Are just discovering it.
Yeah, and you see them all in the crowd. You see all the Ito Respect Army shirts that they wrote themselves to stand out, and like the little kids dressed as Maki Ito. It's so much fun.
But this match, it was what it was.
Yeah.
The right person, I think, won because it's going to be very interesting to see where Hanan goes here.
Agreed. The next match that we had in the quarterfinals was Aya Sakura versus Rion. And I know through this tournament we've all become like we're like waiting for Rion to just go all the way to the finals at this point. She had 3 matches and they were all 3 against Cosmic Angels. Like, that's crazy work to have to face all those strong wrestlers.
Yeah, it was, and we were very much pulling for Rudy, man.
We were, but Aya Sakura has had a banner year this year, you know. She's been doing great work with the future and everything that she's had, and then of course winning Tag League last year with Sayaka and
being
everything.
The cleaner.
Yes, so she won this match, Aya Sakura, with a German suplex hold on Rion. Rion did come close a couple of times, you know, with some over-the-top rope stuff and just her own ingenuity in the ring, but she didn't quite eke out the win in this one.
It's definitely a rub for her, though.
Yeah, she did great in the tournament. I didn't expect her to get this far. I did not expect her to beat Natsupoi, which is something she's going to have with her forever for her entire career. So she does have a high-speed title match coming up she got to look forward to. So
yes.
Then we had a little break from the tournament. We had the Future of Stardom championship match between Yuria Hime and Hanako. And man, I love Yuria Hime in these situations when she just comes out the gate swinging and she just starts beating on her opponent. She just came in there with all the aggression in the world on Hanako just to take her out, and she looked so cool with the Mina Shirakawa blue gear that Mina gifted to her and the braids. That was so cool.
She looked amazing.
She looked like a champion.
She looked like, you know, like it was kind of like Chase giving me the nod when he's going to win a big match wearing the white gear. I was thinking this is her nod. She's letting us know. I
think a lot of people thought this was the Yuria Hime show right here, that this was the time for Yuria Hime to win. I don't know why I highlighted her. I guess I just really wanted her to win that bad. She did not win this match.
I gotta tell you, so I've been out of it all week.
Yeah.
I kept looking at your notes.
That was a mistake, dude.
So Raja bolds the winner.
I do.
And so I'm looking down at this while she's talking, and I'm just like, did I dream that?
You didn't.
Did I miss this win? What?
I don't think you would forget that. I did bold Yuria Hime. That just shows how much I thought she was. Maybe I did it before the match was even over. Who knows? Hanako did win this match with the JP coaster. It got really close to the time limit, and Yuria Hime did give her a run for her money. A lot of the like the triangle chokes, she never did get the devil's kiss off in this match. Maybe that would have made a difference.
I wish it was called the devil's kiss off.
The devil's kiss off. It's like a competition. But Hanako,
welcome to the devil's kiss off.
Which devil does it best? But Hanako did retain the future for the 4th time in her run, and she's getting ever closer to that cutoff. 2 weeks now, I think she has, before she runs out of time to hold the Future of Stardom Championship.
Maybe just retire it.
But she does have a new challenger. Rana Yagami came out, but she didn't just come out here and challenge. She came out here and just kicked the crap out of Hanako, just beat her down. She was like, this is mine. I'm taking it, and you're not going to do a damn thing about it. It was so cool.
I know you loved it.
Oh, I was so into it. I was like, yes, this is what we're doing. I'm so ready. It was great.
Let me tell you what I was into.
Okay.
I was into these last 2 matches. These last 2 matches kind of go into that same spectrum of a match we had a lot of fun with on the last show.
Yes, they do. So in the semifinal of the night, Rina versus Sayaka Kurara. This is a rematch from last year's tournament in the final. These two went to the final last year, and of course Sayaka Kurara came out on top of that one. But Rina was very, very, very determined to make up for that this year.
Yes, and they beat the snot out of one another.
Who did they?
They had an excellent match. They did all the moves. They did all the things. It had passion. It had drama.
It had a nasty Rina bump.
You didn't really know who was going to win. And yes, let me just say, I do believe that Rina and Hina worked on bumping to your head on DDTs or like head things, because they both did it a lot.
They did.
Well, Rina did it once. Hina did it like 3 times in her match.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen someone flip on a cutter, and it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
But it was a great match. It really was. And
it was.
I didn't know how it was going to go, man.
No, me either. I think this one was probably the most up in the air for people, like who was going to win. And there was a lot of really close calls. Like they hit their finishers a few times, Spears and Pink Devils, and just were kicking out of each other's moves.
I honestly think that 95% of people picked Kurara to win this tournament.
I mean, wouldn't you think that would be the winner?
No, I didn't think that at all.
No, we didn't. We called for Rina the whole time.
Yeah.
But Rina did end up winning this match. She hit a vertebreaker on Sayaka Kurara to get the pin, which they actually call a reverse Scory Bomb special. It's a vertebraker. She dropped her upside down onto her neck. I
mean, either way, it's correct.
It is, yes, but when Rina won this, it just felt so vindicating. It's like, yes, she's finally getting her get back from all the stuff that happened last year, right? In the Cinderella, in the 5-star. We're finally seeing Rina rise up the ranks like she deserves.
And I thought it was interesting, though, Saya Kamatani standing near the back right before they turn to go down the hallway and just 1,000-yard staring. Rina walked right past her. She didn't even acknowledge it. And she was just focused on Kurara.
Yes, as she has been, because, of course, Sayaka wants that red belt match. But as Rina reminded her once again, she's like, you are not looking at what's right in front of you. I am 100% focused on the Cinderella tournament and winning it. That's all I want. You're looking past it to Saya Kamatani in the red belt, and that's why I beat you. Which, fair play, honestly.
Very fair play.
You gotta be focused if you're gonna be in a tournament like this. But Saya did come in the ring to address Sayaka Kurara after Rina left, and she told her, she said, you want this red belt match so bad, I will give it to you, but you have to put something on the line in return, because I'm putting the red belt on the line, so I think it's only fair that you put something on the line, but don't make it some stupid retirement match or whatever.
Yeah.
So she gave Sayaka homework from Saya-sama to go think about what she wants to put on the line.
Not making it a dumb retirement thing is so funny on so many levels.
It's like such a knock at Tam.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
She's like, I don't want to be caught in this bullshit again.
No, she's like, we're coming up on All-Star Grand Queendom. I don't want a repeat of last year.
So is she going to A, put up her hair, B, put up tiddlywinks, or C, put up being in Cosmic Angels?
Oh, you know she's gonna put up her place in Cosmic Angels. She's gonna go to hate if she loses. It has to be that.
It's been a long time since we've had, like you said, the forced prisoner.
Like, when Fuki and Death or Starlight Kid were forcefully dragged from their ranks into Oedo
Starlight
Tai.
Kid, I can't emotionally take that one again.
No, can't watch that one. It's
I
too
can't
sad.
even watch like clips of it.
It's too sad.
It's very sad because we were like, what are they going to do to her?
They're like, they got like a leash on her. They're like dragging her away.
So freaking terrible.
But I mean, it wouldn't be as forcefully if Sayaka puts it up willingly and she's like, if I lose, then I'll come to hate. But she's not going to want to, obviously.
Let's do real talk. You want to do real talk?
Sure.
So I think they really hurt the Kurara character. She had all the steam in the world last year, a year ago right now, and people were chanting her name, and they were tearing down the buildings with chanting her name.
Yes.
And people believed in young Sayaka Kurara that she's doing the undoable right then. After all the stuff happened, and Kurara, did get a match eventually.
Yeah. I
think that buried her. I think it buried her as a character. I think this whole past year, at the fault of no one, because here's the thing: it was in an unwinnable position of booking. There was no way to book her strong. Because what do you do with her after you challenge and you give basically everything up, and you're this hood ornament on this fancy ass car?
Yeah.
And so you're out there with everything, and then Tam's gone. You lose.
Uh-huh.
How do you book out of that? You don't.
Right. Yeah, you basically just lost all of your momentum.
So normally what happens in a situation like that would be a heel turn.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to do something. It's got to be something abrupt and different. And we didn't. So we didn't have that. So you have status quo Sayaka, and that's just not good enough.
Right.
Honestly, and anything below, that's like when she challenged for the junior belt after that.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm going to start from the bottom with this belt.
And they were like, bitch.
I think it was Hina. She's like, what are you talking about my belt that way?
Yeah, it was Hina. Hina's like, oh, so I'm the consolation, like, I don't remember the word she used, but basically that's it. Like, I'm the consolation prize. You're just going to come in here now because you didn't win the other. No, and treated her as such.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of that taste in your mouth. I think when we all had her challenging for this belt, none of us were excited.
Yeah.
Because that's what the booking and the feeling has been. I don't want to feel that way because I love her.
Yeah.
But you have to build that up, and it don't make you a bad fan or something to feel that way. It's just how people are positioned on cards. You have to be able to believe that the hero has a chance.
Right. And it's hard to believe when we've seen what happened in the past.
So what do we do to renovate the character? We could put her in hate, have the heel turn, whatever. That's going to put the sympathy on there, but then she starts liking it, and
she turns a little bad.
I honestly have an arc in my head where she just takes to it so well that it bothers Kamatani.
She's like, oh, I didn't know you were like this.
Because there is good Kamatani in there.
Yes.
And we all believe that. We believe that, right?
Deep down.
Imagine bringing this sweet little innocent thing that comes from Tam, and you love Tam, and you see this evilness and living out through your image,
right?
And you're just kind of regret your life decisions,
right? Like you're responsible for corrupting the thing that Tam loved the most, and
she out evils you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Kurara coming out in the black and the cool gear and the sexiness and the?
It would be crazy,
and just being completely different. It would be something.
I'm interested to see how she would present it.
Yeah, I'm fantasy booking again, but
but it makes sense. It's like the one thing you can do to really shake up a character, right? Like force them to basically be the opposite of what they've always been. Saya did it for herself.
Yeah.
She turned because she was tired of all the hate and being like looked down on and everything. So there's that road, but being forced into it, it's kind of like, how are they going to handle it? Are they going to be a natural at it? Are they going to try to get out of it? It's like it opens a lot of avenues for Kurara this year, and I think it'll be a cool beginning point to get us through to Dream Queendom at the end of the year, where something even crazier could happen. I think it's cool.
I do too. I think it could be very interesting if handled correctly, and
I think it's almost better than having her do it through the Wish again. Like, it's not exactly the same playbook.
I was so relieved when she lost. I'm just being honest. Because I don't see a good way of booking it. Yeah,
and speaking of chance, it was Rena who was getting the chance in this match. So I think a lot of people maybe feel the same way, that they didn't want to see the obvious winner go through to the end. But we're not going to have that now. We got some interesting contenders, which brings us to the main event of the evening, which was Hina versus Miyu Amasaki. This match was kind of crazy, dude. Like, they pulled out some crazy stuff. Miyu Amasaki lifting her legs up on the frog splash just to make Hina bottom out on the ring was...
We're still not sure if she meant to do that.
We're not sure if she was trying to get her feet under her or if she was just trying to move out of the way, but it looked crazy nonetheless.
Either way, it worked.
And then Miyu reversing the jackhammer into a DDT because your arm's already there around the neck. It was perfect. Like, she pulled out all the stops in this one. She used every variation of the DDT that she could possibly get her hands on in this match. Of course, Hina showed up looking like an absolute superstar, just aura for days.
Yeah, dude. Listen, she has graduated from Aura Farm to just Aura Charm, and she comes out from the hair flip on, man. Yes. She was just owning that room.
Yes, she's like the big Aura corporation that bought the farm.
Yes.
She's crazy. She's so good, though, and her work in the ring is amazing. These two obviously know each other very well from their past in Queen's Quest together, so it was a very emotional thing for both of them, I think, to be in this point. Miyu Amasaki pulled out the win in this match. She used 2 tensais for the pin on Hina. What a story Miyu Amasaki has had through this tournament. It's been so cool. Like, she started out with no one behind her, right? And then she faces Rina Yamashita. She wins. Now she's got Rina Yamashita on her side because she sees the passion. She faces Saida. She wins. Saida's like, I believe in you. I'm going to back you to the end of this tournament. And then she comes in here and faces Hina, who, as they mentioned, these two faced not so far ago in the opening match of a Korakuen Hall for the future of Stardom title shot. And now here they are in the main event against each other in Korakuen Hall. Miyu Amasaki wins, and Hina's just talking, and Miyu's like tearing up, and it's just been such an emotional ride for Miyu through this tournament. It's been so cool to watch.
I think that they've done an incredible job of building young Stardom, and making some new stars, giving some new people a chance. Yeah, people that never get a chance, and it's been a wonderful ride. This was an amazing thing to see Miyu Amasaki win this. It was emotional. And because we've all been on the ride with her from the very start. And, seeing her come out there and do this, it was really a release. And if nothing else, she has this night in Korakuen Hall and then the coming up tournament. Yeah. I mean, the tournament final. It's interesting.
It is. And the hand holding after the pin. Yeah. It's been so fun. And if there is an actual Cinderella story in this tournament, I think it's Miyu Amasaki, because I don't think anyone gave her a chance in hell, starting out to get this far to the semifinals.
No, I think it means something, like you said, that every one of the girls that she's faced has been kind of not mad at her. Right. It's been like, no, this is great. It's your Cinderella story.
It's amazing. And I love watching it. It was a perfect way to end this night, and it just gives you so much hope, you can see it on her face that she's happy to be here and that she's going to fight her absolute hardest to make it to the end of this tournament.
The only problem, she'll have to beat a couple sisters.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't get easier from here. You beat the first boss, but there's still 2 more to come.
I mean, maybe, right? Maybe 2 sisters.
I imagine 2 sisters if she were to even get past the semifinals, but we will see.
Which would be very interesting to beat all 3 sisters.
Yeah, it's like first boss, second boss, final boss.
Yeah, it really is.
Crazy. That would be the ultimate Cinderella story, wouldn't it?
But so would Rina versus Hanan. Yeah. Which I'm totally looking forward to that.
Crazy amounts of aura in that match. Yeah. But on March 15th, in Yokohama Budokan, we have the Cinderella Finals on pay-per-view.
Let's do it.
They've announced the full card for this pay-per-view, so we're going to talk about all the matches really quick that we will be seeing. Starting off with a 3-way 4-person match. So 12 people in this match, which will see Hina, Tomoka Inaba, Lady C, and Ami Sourei versus Tabata, Mei Seira, Azumi, and Starlight Kid versus Fukigen Death, Azusa Inaba, Ruaka, and Natsuka Tora. So you've got God's Eye, you've got Hate, and then you've got Neo Genesis with the addition of Tabata. I think she would make a great, like, international addition to Neo Genesis, honestly. Like, they should just offer her a little spot. She's a great addition to their team.
I agree.
But this one's going to be crazy. As you can imagine, like 3 people in there at all times, 4 people on each team. It's just going to be an insane, high-energy way to start the pay-per-view.
Agreed.
But next we have Ane Kanaya, Xena, Maika, Yuna Mizumori, and Sariano versus Yuria Hime, Momo Kogo, Bea Priestley, Saya Ida, and Fuwa-chan.
So this may be my favorite team that they could possibly make. When you're putting Yuria Hime, oh my goodness, and Bea Priestley, Fuwa-chan, all in there with Saya Ida and Momo Kogo, it's a hell of a fun team.
It's a good fun team.
It is. But even on the other side, it's going to be a crazy team. So it's kind of like crazy versus fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is. It's going to be interesting to see how Fuwa-chan melds with Stars. She kind of gives Stars energy, except she's a lot crazier than the Stars girls, obviously.
Is she, though?
True. Fair. True. Yes. She's not that much crazier than the Stars girls. In the next match, we will see Shiri, Saki Kashima, Rina Yamashita, and Itsuki Aoki versus Kyoka Katatsu, Rian, Kikyo Furusawa, and Maki Ito. So, a little God's Eye meets Mi Vida Loca on one side, and then, like, rookies with Maki Ito on the other side.
Yeah, no, just a crazy fun match. Again, in there, this is going to be good. Having Rina Yamashita out there, it's always entertaining, but Rina Yamashita in the ring with Maki Ito
it's going to be so funny.
It sold me as soon as I heard that.
Yeah, I kind of hope Rina and Itsuki pull out the Saki Kashima security bit again.
I think they will. I think that would probably be why this is happening.
And Shiri's back from the States and from England, so she's probably going to be like, what is happening here? Unless she dresses as security too. That would be fun.
She's a hell of a security guard.
In the next match, we have a tag team match where Akira Kuragane and Suzu Suzuki will be taking on Suri and Takumi Iroha. Oh. So we've got Spark Rush on a Stardom pay-per-view match.
So Spark Rush is just... Jesus Christ. You guys know what they are.
Just vintage Joshi.
Just damn amazing. But so out there with Suzu is interesting. Because of the stiffness levels, but I feel like Akira Kuragane is gonna not make it through this very well.
She's gonna get her. She's gonna get the crap beat out of her. Let's be honest. Yeah. Like they're gonna give a little new girl lesson here in this one. I think Suri is very passionate about doing so, and Takumi is she's a trainer herself, so I can only imagine how brutal this one's gonna be. And in the next match, another tag team match, we have Natsupoi and Sayaka Kurara versus Konami and Saya Kamatani.
Featured story match.
Ah, the return of Saya-sama.
So this is definitely the last half of the card here.
Yes.
I believe this will probably be the first night intermission. Just guessing.
Yeah.
But it's going to be intense story.
Yeah, this isn't the set in stone order. They said the order of matches will be announced on the day, so there's not like a guarantee of this one might be even later in the show. You never know, but I think it'll definitely be second half because they're going to get Sayaka's stipulation or whatever, for the championship match, so it's going to be really interesting how this one turns out. Then we get into our sort of championship side of things. For the CMLL Japan Women's Championship, Hazuki will be taking on India Sooks one-on-one, so India might be taking that back to Mexico with her, or Hazuki will just hold on to it.
I think it's Hazuki's until Tabata wants it.
That would be a great match. Then for the Future of Stardom Championship, Hanako will be defending against Rana Yagami. I think it's Rana's time. I said that about Yuria, but I feel even more strongly about this.
Rana's going to win this. You're right.
I think it's time.
This is Rana. This is Rana's match, and I'm not going to sit anywhere near you.
Yes, and that brings us to our semifinals for the Cinderella. We have Aya Sakura versus Hanan, and Miyu Amasaki versus Rina. So there's a couple of ways this could go. There's some very interesting things that could happen, but I think we probably feel the same about what the final is going to end up being.
It's Hanan versus Rina, and Rina's going up.
It feels like Hanan versus Rina is the way to go. And the sister versus sister story, we always talk about it with Hina versus Rina, but we don't often get to see this sort of combination of the sisters going against each other. And I think it'll be very emotional. Hanan, despite everything, is always like there for her sisters. You know, she's always watching from the sidelines, always supporting them in their matches. So I don't know how she feels overall with facing her sisters, but I know for a fact Rina is gonna be absolutely chomping at the bit to beat Hanan if this is the match we end up with.
Yeah, it's gonna be great no matter what. Even if it's Aya Sakura somehow getting by Hanan, that would just be way more violent, I feel, for Rina. If it's Miyu Amasaki, I mean, either way, it's going to be very entertaining, and we're going to have an interesting winner come out of this, out of any 4 of these.
Yeah, because we only have the one former winner in Hanan, so we still have a chance of having a 2-time winner, but I think these 4 finalists are really interesting and really cool, so I'm really excited to see how it ends up.
Me too.
So let us know what you guys think about everything that happened in the quarterfinals and the pay-per-view coming up this weekend. What do you think's going to happen? Who do you think's going to win? Make sure you're following us on our socials at Cult of Joshi, because there's a lot happening this weekend. So make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Leave us a comment with your thoughts. We love to hear from you guys. But that's all we have for you guys for now. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye!